Crew, what's good? It's the FKOP here, coming at you with another video. Today we got a little spicy, a little spicy RP Luffy list. Y'all know that's my main, so I gotta stay cooking up different lists. O9's finna be here pretty soon, so I'm gonna be dropping a lot of different lists, just fun lists, competitive lists, all of the above, everything for the RP Luffy game. Before we get into this list, if you do have any recommendations on leaders that you want me to break for you, or make a spicy list for, or even make a budget list, put it down in the comments below. I'm here for you guys. If you put what you would like to see in the comments, I will make it happen. Trust me, I will make it happen. But without further ado, smash that subscribe button if you like content like this, and hit that like and that notification button so you can be updated, when I drop a new upload, just like this right here. Let's get into this list. All right. So today's list is called Red Hair Straw Hat. So pretty much we're running a mostly I guess a majority of the red hair engine. Instead of running our Nami searchers, we're starting off with 4 of the Uta searchers. Our main objective in this deck is to ramp quick as possible and spam out Shanks. That's the main goal of this deck. We don't have the new gates. We don't have the usual kids. We do have, like, a sort of replacement for them in this build. And this build, I just threw it together on a whim, and I actually cooked 3 people in a row, and actually some meta decks as well. So I cooked them with this list. So let's get going through. Like I said, we got Uda. She's gonna search our Shanks up, or the 2Ks that we play. We cut out some of the Straw Hat 2Ks, so we're not playing the searcher. So we wanted our majority of our 2Ks to be searchable. So that's why we're playing 4 Udas, and she also searches the Shanks, which is our big body, and Ben Beckman, which is another, great card to drop down, as well as Yasub, which is basically our kid replacement. We got 4 of the 10 drop Shanks. This the man of this deck right here. This is what we built the deck around. We want to just spam out Shanks, drop them down, as many as possible, and just flood the board with Shanks. If you don't know, he has a blanket effect that gives all your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power, which is really toxic in this deck because your leader is a 6K power. So negging their characters down makes it where if they can't deal with this character on board, then by the time you get 2 down, 3 down, they can't even swing into your leader with their characters. Like it's too much of a deficit. They have to put too much in. They have to invest too much. Which when they invest a lot just to get a swing off, you know, you have to waste less resources from hand to counter out of that. So we got 4 of the Ben Beckmans here. Ben Beckman is a great 7 drop. He trashes a 6,000 or less. I don't think you get the minus effects with your hungos, or not hungo, but lime juice or whatever, because I think he's actually locked to red hair pirates. But it's still fine. Like, Ben Beckman kills a 6K, trashes. So he's still a good card to have, and plus he's searchable with our Uda, so gotta have him. On top of that, and he's a 1K counter. 7 drop, 7 attack, 7K attack, and 1K counter. Nothing else to say about that. We got Hongo. So yeah, this guy is locked to red hair pirates, but he's a searchable 2K. So that's why we have him in here. That's nothing more, nothing less about that. We got the Yasub. I'm only running 3 Yasups in here, and I did that to make room for more of my ramp pieces, just because I want to ramp up as quick as possible. Like I said, we do play the searcher, so it is searchable, so we don't have a problem seeing the card. And plus, late game, it's not really the greatest card to drop late game, but it is what it is. We got 4 of the lime juices. Lime juices is not leader lock, so there is a good card that can keep your opponents from being able to activate their Rebecca blockers or anything like that for the rest of the turn. You just drop them down. Great card, and it's a 2K searchable in this build. So definitely good card to use. Then we have the 1-up Goldie Roger. I probably would want to put like two of these in here some way somehow. I did just kind of throw this list together, and I didn't really make any changes because, like I said, when I played with it, I just cooked. So really wasn't no changes I made right off top. But if I do play with this list some more down in the future, I will, adjust the ratios and let y'all know what I think is the best for this build. If you do want to play the red hair straw hat build that I have created for y'all. We got three of the OTs. Um, I built this list before I knew about the Thunder Bagwas, so I probably would change the OT for the Thunder Bagwas. And if you don't know what that is, I will show you real quick, just so you can see. So if you do make this list, take in consideration the Thunder Bagwas. They're actually pretty good, and I wouldn't mind running them. But OT is still a body on board. So if you prefer bodies on board, then you can keep the OTs in. But with the Thunder Bagua, you do get counter power on top of your ramp. And if you don't know what Thunder Bagua does, your leader or up to one of your characters gains 4,000 power in this battle. Then if you have two or less life cards, add one Don from your Don deck and rest it. Also has a trigger, add one Don from your Don deck and set it as active. So it can come in clutch, getting this random out of life, and you're just bluffing a Gum Gum Giant or something like that, and you end up getting a Gum Gum Giant like in your last life or something. This can save your life. So consider playing this in the place of OT. But OT essentially does the same thing. She ramps. You do have to have three Don for her because she rests one. You play her for two. She rests one Don, and she adds one Don from your Don deck rested. She is a body on board, so that is a good thing if you do value bodies. She only requires two Don on her to attack at a lead, so that does come in handy. Also, two Miss All Sundays. I like two in this build. I didn't want to have too many bricks in this build, so I am only running two of her because the OT is essentially a brick. If you did replace the OT with the Thunder Bagwas, I wouldn't have a problem going up on the Miss All Sundays and cutting down somewhere else. Probably on a couple of the 2Ks, just because we do have the Usohachis on down the line. Spoiler warning, we got Usohachi in the deck. But yeah, just because we do have the Usohachis, because right now with this list we do have 12 2Ks. So ain't nothing wrong with having 12 2Ks. I mean, hell, 8 of them are searchable, and the other one you can get into, by other means. Anyway, we got 4 Zorojoros in this list. Best ramp for RP Luffy, so why not run him? I mean, we are trying to ramp up quick as possible so we can drop these Shanks on turn 4 or turn 5, which whenever we, definitely trying to do by turn 4. But if we can't get it by turn 4, we definitely want to drop it as soon as possible, and we want to spam them back to back. And my RP Luffy list, I always gotta have Monkey D, Luffy, Gear 5, the man, the myth, the legend. We always gotta have him in there, no matter what build it is, just one at least. I mean, it's a one of in there. If we don't see the Shanks, we see this, then we dropping this. Either way, we're gonna drop either this Goldie Roger or the Shanks. In the future, I would like to make a list with a lot more bigs and just see what we can do with that. And I probably will. I like testing a lot of different builds with this leader. Leader's very fun for me. And if it's fun for you, let me know down in the comments below if you have a build idea you suggest. So we got 4 Charlotte Brulés. This is my Mr. 2, Bon Clay. I don't care what nobody says. This Charlotte Brulé is the second best ramp in RP Luffy. Hands down after Zoro. Bon Clay can, he can go eat something. You know what he likes. If you watch the anime, you know what he likes. He can go sit on something. But anyways, we got Brule. We don't need a $50 card that does the same exact thing as this card, but she does it better because she blocks for you. So I'd rather have a blocker any day than a card that has to sit on board for 4 turns to attack and become a big body attacker. Like by the time I'm doing that, I'm dropping big bodies any damn way, so it don't matter. Like I said, Save your money. Don't spend 40 bucks, 50 bucks on Bon Clay. It's not worth it. Brulee is better, hands down. Nothing else to say about that. For Usahachis, we already know what he is. You know, he's the best, one of the best 2Ks for purple in the game. In my opinion, you know, it is what it is. Gotta have him in there. 4 Namis, this is our cycle card. She helps us dig through our deck. When we don't have our Uda searcher, she helps us get our Uda searcher. She helps us dig for our Shanks. She helps us dig for whatever we want to dig for, while also getting rid of a brick or possible just, you know, low counter card out of her hand for a bigger counter card potentially. Then we have Gum Gum Giant. 4 of, gotta have 4 of them, you know, in this build. I would probably mix around some ratios. Like I said, if I do play Thunder Bagua, I probably would go down 1 Gum Gum Giant, add 2 Rad Beams, and then figure out, you know, what to cut out from there. Like I said, probably like a couple of the 2Ks. Maybe possibly Hongo more than likely, because at least Lime Juice is not leader lock if I do want to play him out. Like I said, I didn't really mess around with the ratios in this deck or try different builds. Like this list cooks as is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it cooks as is. You still can cook with it. But if you want to improve it, like I said, there's ways to improve it, you know. And I'm just trying to give you an idea of some of the ways. But that's enough talking about the list. Let me get into these games and let y'all see how this list play out. But before we do that, hey Brooke, drop that beat. Alright crew, we got a Shanks here. What better deck to test the red hat, you know, the red hair Luffy deck than to test it on the man himself, Shanks. So we got, you know, ridiculous amounts of ramp in hand. We definitely gonna take advantage of that. Rated our leaders at 6K, because it makes it a whole lot harder for Shanks to do his little shenanigans where he minuses you 1,000. So we're gonna go ahead and smack at him and play our Zora Zora out. He swings at us for 6 after he plays Yasup. That's real cute. We're gonna counter out with Brulee. And now here comes the mean swings. We have to swing at him for 7, unfortunately, because, you know, he has a chance of minusing us down. I'm gonna see if he's gonna do that here, and maybe he will, or maybe he might do our lead. He just counters out, so I'm like, okay, we'll bet. Now we're gonna give him a free block, because we do want to play our Brulee out here to protect our Zora Zoro potentially. If she doesn't protect our Zora Zoro, it's still good. But we're just trying to get to 10 Don this next turn, so all we need is Brulee on field anyway. And I think he made some mistake here. He swings at us first instead of just using his Newgate to pop the Brulee. So we end up, I mean, I guess he can still use a Newgate to pop the Zora Zoro, but it just was awkward. It was awkward that he did that. I'm thinking here, do I want to go ahead and start dropping Shanks? And I'm like, yeah, why not? That's what we built the deck to do. So we're going to drop a Shanks out, turn 4, wing, you know, 12K into his Newgate's mouthpiece. And we're going to swing 6 at his Yasup, because it is minus 1,000 thanks to her, you know, good old Shanks. He counters out. That's cute, that's cute. We do got some decent counter in hand. We got a Ben Beckman on the follow-up, you know, on the crackback. We do need to find a way to get to, you know, some more Shanks. We can really play this out. So he straps 1 on. And he minuses our Shanks. Plays out a dragon. 10K to face, and we're gonna have to take that. Now I know he's playing some rush in his build. Besides like the Shanks, I know he's playing some, you know, some lower cost rush. That's cool. We get into a Uta, we get a Yasup here on the search. We drop the Ben Beckman down, pop the Yasup, and then we should swing at face first to try to get him to use Don, but we don't. He's only got 3 cards in hand, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. No need. He doesn't have any Don up. We're gonna just wipe his board out and swing at him in his face. He counters out. He's still sitting on 5 life. We got 1 life, but you know who he is. We RP Luffy, man. We used to playing on edge. That does not scare us at all. Don't ever be scared. Don't ever like let it change your play style. He literally swings at me for 15k right here. You know. So I'm just calculating here and see if it's worth the risk to try to go and counter out of this, and it's probably not. I think I should save. I should just save here. We end up getting a miss all Sunday, and if you don't know, she got a trigger to play her ass out, so that works out great, and she draws a card on top of that. So now we got even more bodies on board, and we're about to, you know, just go in at this man's life. We're gonna get us a blocker out. Yes sir, yes sir. We should, yep, this is Orojoro. We got plenty of 2Ks in life. We're gonna just drop a shit ton of damage down this man's throat right now. 7, 7. I can hear. Yeah, 7, 7, 8, 12. What it's looking like we're gonna drop here. Possibly leave 2 open dying. So we do draw into another Gum Gum Giant. After we use 1, we got him down to 1 life after 1 turn. So that's 4 life off his back. He plays down to Gold D Roger, trying to secure the game because he knows he can't block that. But I hate to break the news to him. We got a shit ton of counter in our hand, and we gonna get up out of this thing. We finna kick up all the way out, and we still have what, 5 cards in hand. And I'm pretty sure he sees the light at the end of the tunnel now, and sees that you know, he ain't got no hope, and he does. He quits right there. So that's us doing Shanks better than Shanks right there. Let's get on to the next match, crew. Alright, crew, we got us a red yellow Sabo here. Y'all may not know this, but I actually was playing red yellow Sabo before RP Luffy, and I probably will drop a list. I'm still testing the 09 meta for red yellow Sabo. I haven't found what I liked yet. I haven't found what's, like, you know, definite for me, so I don't want to drop a video of just some random junk. I'm definitely doing more testing, and if y'all know, your boy works at like 2:30 a.m. so when I get off, I have that little bit of window to make videos. Then I gotta deal with my, you know, I gotta pick my kids up from school and all that afterwards. So it's like I do a lot throughout the day, so I don't have a lot of time to test like I would like to do. I do get to test a lot more on the weekends, which is great. But you know, I try to put the hours in for y'all before I just release a deck. I definitely don't want to just release some bull junk, you know. I will, you know, drop some fun builds here and there, you know, just to have a good time with. So we're at 10 Don. If we ramp right here, we should be in Beckman. Played out that Nico Robin, which trashes a life, and that really hurts, but it's all good. We should just take out his girl here, but we don't. We go straight for the face. Probably would have wanted to attack board, but you know, attacking board is risky with RP Luffy. Gotta kind of pray that they don't get a trigger body, because that can hurt you more. We do got 2 Gum Gum Giants, so we definitely can get some cycle going. We don't see none of our Shanks right now, though, unfortunately. We literally got nothing but a Straw Hat engine in our hand. 7 at us. And looks like he's gonna swing 8 at us. We're gonna counter out of that. And we should counter out of this as well, to get some cycle going. We do. We get a 2K. That's not what we wanted. And he's, You know, he plays out a Zoro, taxes for another 8. We have to take this. We get a Zoro Joro from life. It's just like we're not getting no bigs really right here. So I'm pretty much decided that I'm gonna go for gear 5. You know, at least that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, definitely. Just gotta go for gear 5 at that point. See how it goes. Game 1 down with lead effect, then rest 1 game 1 with the gear 5. 27 at his mouthpiece. Counters out, I should go into board. Not sure what he does here, I can't remember. Been a couple days since I made this recording. Takes. Now I know he's pretty much cooked possibly. I don't know, I'm still like a little wary, so I'm like, let's see what we want to do here. I could go 10 and 12, but if he counters out, then I'm probably cooked. Like, I'm not probably cooked, I'm cooked. If he counters out, I'm more than likely cooked. If I go 10 and 12. So I'm just plotting and planning here, trying to decide. And I'm like, let me attack with the 12 first and see if he takes. He does take. I should just attack 6 and play a blocker. It's a 2K. That's cool. That's cool. That's a Brûlée out so we can get some more ramp action going. You know, this is why Brûlée is the greatest. Lets us play a blocker after he KOs it with some Fire Fist. Yep, KOs it with Fire Fist. Cool. We do got a good amount of counter in hand, so he has to attack us correctly here, or he is cooked. I know Sabo likes to swing for 7, but unfortunately, 7 does not kill me. We're gonna counter out of that here. He swings it for 8, and then I'm thinking here he's probably gonna swing for 7. Probably should load up more. Maybe he does. Swings for another 8. I'm like, take it. I get a 2K. I literally only survived because I got that 2K right here. And now he's cooked. So he pretty much went all in right there and just risked it for the biscuit. And now we're gonna go, should go 13 and 15 to end the game. I'll try to pause it here at the end just to see if he had the counter to counter out of the 10K attack originally. Okay, he used 3 1Ks right there, and he used a 2K before, so he only had 5K in counter. So I could have attacked him for 10 and 12, and he literally wouldn't have been able to do nothing. The previous turn, he would have lost. He had 3 bricks in hand. So this goes to show you sometimes if you commit, you know, when you. Just because they got a lot of cards in hand, don't be scared to commit to the attack. I mean, yeah, you can play it safe, but playing it safe can also kill you, just like he almost killed me playing it safe just because of Fire Fist. So don't be scared to attack and go all in. I mean, sometimes you just got to risk it for the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? Let's get on to the next match. Alright, crew, we got us another Shanks here. What better, you know, leader to end it off of than playing another Shanks with our red hat. Our red hair straw hat build, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 Uda searches right here, and we go ahead and drop them things down. If we can dig into us some Shanks cards real quick. We ain't got no ramp pieces, but that's all good. That's all Gucci. We finna stack up on these Shanks. I'll pass on that. We on 4 on next turn, nothing to do with it. We'll probably just scrap up and swing at him. Straps up pretty heavy, swings at us. Ooh, we get a Brûlée off the top of life. That's perfect. We're gonna swing 6, which is really swinging 5. He takes it, so I guess not. We play out our brulee. We in the game. You know what I'm saying? We get a free block with the brulee. Look at God. Hey, free block with the brulee. Now we on 7. We get another brulee. Thinking here, Ben Beckman, pop, bam, swing 6, which is really swinging 5 at 6. Probably gonna counter her out for free. Yeah. Sometimes they forget. So it's always good to still swing. Never know. Petty checks sometimes be coming in clutch. He's gonna swing at us for 8. We're definitely gonna counter out of this. No need. And we should be close to 10. We are at 10. Now it's time to start dropping these fucking shanks on this man's noggin. You know what I'm saying? Time to start dropping these shanks on this man's head. We got 3 shanks in here, y'all. I'm gonna try to get every one of these motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to get every one of them out. I'm gonna show y'all the power. Shanks. We plotting and planning. We like, yeah, we got 3 shanks in here, man. I'm gonna try to get 3 shanks on board. It's devastating. Mine start being Batman, which I thought was kind of strange. I'm gonna counter out with Yasup. He plays Dragon down. Swing 7. We're gonna 2K out of that. Swings 8. We should take that. Bam, bam, bam. Drop another Shanks down. 12K over 4. Overkill. We're just trolling right now. I don't know why. We literally just trolling right now with the sequence we're attacking. We literally could have went 6 into 4. Yeah, we're trolling like hell. We could have went 6 into 4, 7 into whatever the hell the other damn thing was. He plays like his own Shanks. I'm like, yeah, we'll take last life, buddy. And right here, we dropped the 3rd Shanks on this man's noggin. Every character minus 3K is insane, and there's no way he survives this. It's gonna be 11K, 3 11K attacks at his mouthpiece. I don't know why I thought about attacking his Shanks. It's like, nah, let's get this shit over with. He had 5K countering him, but that's not enough, my guy. We literally just dropped 3 Shanks on this man. But like I said, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Like I said, if y'all like content like this, make sure you like, sub, hit that notification bell for your boy, so you can be updated when I upload another video. And until next time.